עוד אחד. ניתן לראות גם תקיפות, עוד יום.
Hello and thank you for joining us on another episode of the CUFI Weekly, and I speak to you today as we have witnessed one of the most serious and major escalations in violence against Israel in the region in many years. Early this morning, 34 rockets were fired from Lebanese territory at Israel, at Israeli civilians, at the Israeli population. Thankfully, 25 of those rockets were intercepted by Iron Dome. The others fell in areas which were not heavily populated or the people had evacuated. There are reports of some injuries, but at this point, no fatalities. Hezbollah, who were responsible for the last major escalation we saw with Lebanon in 2006, we've not seen this many rockets fired at Israel from Lebanon since that conflict. That 34-day conflict which ensued in 2006 after Hezbollah crossed the international border, capturing and killing Israeli soldiers, led to much devastation on all sides. So this is very serious. Interestingly, Hezbollah has denied that they were behind this rocket attack. They said that it was most likely Palestinian factions. Now, while that looks to be true, while the early messages coming from the Israel Defense Forces are that this was carried out by Hamas factions in Lebanon, nobody does anything in southern Lebanon without Hezbollah's approval. There is no way anyone could have fired these rockets without Hezbollah knowing and giving their approval. The Lebanese army seek Hezbollah's approval to operate in southern Lebanon, so we need to make sure that is clear. Sadly, as has been the pattern in the Middle East, during Ramadan, there is this uptick in tension. Ramadan, which is meant to be a month of peace, and indeed, in Islam, fighting is forbidden in the month of Ramadan. But for extremists, that doesn't seem to matter. Once again, they have circulated rumors that Israel is planning to destroy the Al-Aqsa Mosque, or Israel is planning to do X, Y, and Z. Something that has been propagated going back to even before Israel was reborn. Yet, we saw footage which was circulating on social media showing the Israeli police force dealing with rioters on the Al-Aqsa Mosque compound. Unfortunately, as is so common when it comes to Israel, these were published and shared without any context. You heard statements and Instagram and Facebook pages saying Israeli police are attacking worshippers on Al-Aqsa. Israeli police are attacking worshippers for no reason. If you looked beyond the surface, beyond just the videos and these statements, you would know that Palestinian youth has stockpiled fireworks, rocks, sticks to use to fight Israeli police in a mosque in Ramadan. They are just violating of a place that they say is sacred. Yet when Israel took steps to disperse these rioters, it is being condemned. The Arab League is meeting to discuss the violence on the Temple Mount, and so far the voices we've heard seem to be condemning Israel for this. Could this escalate and turn into a wider conflict? It is possible. Could there be calm? Also possible. It is really difficult to know how this will play out. My hope is that this does not spiral into a full-blown conflict, because war does not serve anybody. But we must remember Israel has a responsibility to protect its civilians. If it wasn't for the Iron Dome anti-missile system, there would be a lot more Israelis dead today. And the troubling thing is, when and if Israel takes steps to defend itself, if Israel is forced to take action to defend its citizens against terrorism, like any responsible state does, these news networks will be the first ones there to say what's happening. They'll be the first one there to push Hamas or Hezbollah's propaganda of civilian casualties. So, as this is a developing story, when this goes to air, much may have changed, but this is the situation right now. Please get educated. Be sure to be checking CUFI's social media and website, because we are a crucial aspect in fighting this battle. We need to make sure that the information battle is not lost and drowned out by those propaganda voices which seek to demonize the Jewish state. Here's Kasim Hafeez for the CUFI Weekly. For Zion's sake, do not remain silent.
Thanks for checking out this episode. Be sure to like and subscribe so you get a notification every time a new episode hits. And if you want to check out some of our previous episodes, and we've got some really good ones, click on one of the thumbnails and that will take you right there. And finally, if you want to know more about CUFI and the work we do, go to CUFI.org to check out all the resources we have available free to you.